right, my darlings, let's see what's going on with the Twin Flame Collective. Let us see. I am going to look at the energy of what's going on with the Twin Flame Collective right now. In the extended, I'll pull cards for each zodiac sign, and you can use that however you like. If you are working with Twin Flame as an integration of your own masculine and feminine, then take a look at those readings as Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Or, and you can look at that for the other person, okay? I will also pull cards for the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine to see where they're sitting individually, right? Okay, so if these are two warring parts of yourself, let's see. Maybe they're not at war right now. Maybe this is a time for peace. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? All right. One more thing. If you are looking to, or if you have thought about jumping on my Learning Tarot from me and jumping on my class, The Wisdom of the Tarot, now would be a good time if you're interested in becoming part of our certification. Tarot certification. We're uploading and making live our private readers, and I'm going to be on that page too. So I'm not going to be always there, but I'll be there periodically, and I'll let my subscribers know when that's going to happen. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, be a good idea. All right, so let's see where we go. Links to classes are in the description box below, and the readers are on the website soulfulrevolutiontv.com. Message in a bottle. Yang. All right, fork in the road. So this is masculine energy about taking some kind of action. And it looks to me like this is very linear. This is very 3D expression. Okay, so this might not be a spiritual piece at all. This might be about like, hey, reaching out, right? This is literally like reaching out. Messages. It's taken a long time. You know, you you put a message in a bottle. Who knows how long it's going to take to get there. But, however, whatever comes through in this message is going to make a difference in the path forward. So I suggest that right now, even if it's not a spiritual message, meaning you're getting it through telepathy or you're getting it through your dreams or anything like that, I would suggest that you maybe clue it, maybe kind of key into your twin flame and see what messages they have to offer you right now. Really kind of plug in and see what's going on with them. All right, so for the collective, what is happening for the collective? We'll look at this first. Underneath is the Ace of Wands. That's that Yang card. Same thing. This is the Ace of Wands, okay? Ace of Wands, Two of Swords, wow, Tower, Seven of Pentacles, and Justice. Oh my goodness. Some of you are getting a message that your person, if they were connected to another relationship, that relationship is over, okay? And Justice, this is like, you know what that is, right? Relationship done. That's legally done or something. The Tower being here, I just feel like they haven't reached out to tell you what's going on because it's been a big deal. This has been a very hard time, okay? So for the collective, Five of Swords, Page of Cups, Death, Two of Wands. I'll take you through this in a minute here. Let's move this over. Mess up everything, Mary Jo. Okay. Freedom. Near future. Knight of Wands. Four of Cups. Sun. Strength. And the outcome is the Four of Pentacles. I'm getting a little bit of, yes, they're out of it. Yes, they've moved on and everything. But this is some of you who are excited about having your twin free. Just know that there's a lot of healing that is necessary. I feel like this person is kind of devastated by whatever is going on here. And for many more reasons, like it may behoove you not to be super excited about this. It might feel like difficult to them, okay? For whatever reason, for kids, for money, for whatever's going on with them. I think the money piece, and I think the situation has got them in a low vibe, which is why they may be taking their time and telling you this. Okay, remember what I said about the message in a bottle? It could take you a while, take them a while to get to you and tell you about this. The King of Pentacles, very slow. So we're starting off with this Five of Swords, and I almost feel like if you feel manipulated by this situation, it's because they're feeling manipulated by their situation. Okay, so this is not about you. If you're the one that's going through a tough time, you know that, right? It's not about the other person at all. It's really about a particular situation that they're cleaning up in their life. The Page of Cups, this, the twin will apologize or will reach out. I feel like in Scorpio time, they will reach out. And right now, this has been a big time fork in the road, a big time choice. Really. This has been a long time coming. And I've seen it in various stages of like, yes, no, I don't know, yes, no, I don't know. But the good news here, they are going to be free, and this is going to end up being a happy thing. I feel like there is a connection between the two of you, obviously, twin flame, but it really is like, let them work through their emotional stuff. Let them work through it. Okay. Three of Wands, the Temperance card, the Eight of Swords. What's underneath here? And the Nine of Wands. Okay. So there's a lot for them to work through. I almost feel like some of you might be dealing with a divine partner who has a lot of baggage. Okay. So there might be this prayer and the anthem, okay, of moving toward my twin flame has been happening for a long time, many years, has been happening for a long time. So Archangel Michael is bringing this in. It's best to wait. It's best to let this show up in its own time. Eight of Swords and Nine of Wands. This person has a lot to recover from or undo. If this is you, you know it to be true. If you are going through some kind of separation or divorce or ending of a life chapter, the Libra new moon and the Taurus full moon were in eclipse season as you're watching this. And Libra new moon over the weekend. We have Libra right here. This is about balance. This is about bringing back balance, back into balance, something that has really been out of balance. And so I do feel for a lot of us, whether it's about twin flame or not, I feel like we're really getting that message from the universe that says, internally, we need to balance. Internally, we need to integrate our masculine and feminine. I'm going to put this right here. This is the Amazonite heart of integration of masculine and feminine. And it just feels a little bit like this is a very 3D timeline. This is not something that's kind of like all spiritual. But I will say that the Scorpio energy of death and rebirth is at hand. Okay, a death and rebirth is at hand. Let's clarify that. Please clarify the death card for me. Three of Swords, Judgment again, Crossroads, Fork in the Road, Ace of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So some of you had given up on this. You'd be forgiven, okay, if you had given up on things. I feel like that was part of, even if you said kind of like, I'm just giving, I don't really want to even deal with this anymore. You might not be watching if that's true. But I feel like the universe is like, that was the same energetic signature as releasing and letting go. That was the same energetic signature. And that is, in fact, what laid the groundwork for this happening. Because some of you just said, I'm closing the door on this. I'm ending a situation, right? Death. I'm ending it. Nine of Swords. Some of you are closing the door. And don't like now go reopen it. Just be like, okay, yeah, that's right. I did close that door. So let's look at divine feminine and divine masculine. because I like the happiness here. There's happiness mixed with sadness. One of the partners is going through a lot right now. Okay, so understanding, compassion is very necessary. So, okay, what is going on for the divine feminine? Knight of Wands, Seven of Cups, King of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the Two of Cups. All right, we're getting there eventually. This person, you might need to be a friend. You might need to be someone who they can ask questions or information of, or ask for support from. You may be someone pointing out opportunities or options for them. And it's like you kind of have to take yourself out of it, divine feminine. If this is the divine masculine that's moving on, you kind of have to take yourself out of it. If you are the one moving on, your divine feminine energy of bringing in love for you, for yourself, by getting yourself educated, maybe going to a lawyer, maybe seeing, what is what, in terms of your rights and things like that. I feel like that's a good thing for you to do with that King of Swords there. And I do feel like the Two of Cups is there, that will show up. This is a 3D timeline, and this is a choice. This is a choice this person is making. Divine masculine, oopsie. Divine masculine, Eight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Hanged Man, Ten of Wands, yep, Empress, and Lovers. This is a choice this person is making. I feel like this is the divine masculine. I do feel like there is a sense of being free. The Eight of Wands, like in communication with their divine feminine, they may be very free and they may be saying a lot of things, but I think in their life, in their actual day-to-day existence, they have to surrender to a situation that is like kind of like a bonfire. I mean, the Tower, I feel like it's kind of like blowing up on them, and they are looking for nurturing. I think that's one of the things the divine feminine can offer here, is a lot of nurturance in a neutral way. So if you are, this isn't about gender, right? But if you are identifying as the divine feminine, you might be called to be a nurturing ear, someone to listen. All right. They might have a lot to say. They might want to know what's going on. You might be the one that goes out and seeks information or something like that. The masculine is somebody who now may feel powerless and is working on their own healing. That's excellent. They're making a choice to integrate the feminine by doing their healing work. So if you, divine feminine, have really done the work of integrating your masculine and you have done the work of healing, good on you. It's sort of like flowing into this masculine's way of looking at it. So they're making some good choices here for themselves. All right. I feel like this is going to happen in Scorpio time. I feel like the message will reach you. Oh boy. Expect movement today. Seriously? Wow. Expect movement today. Okay. In time for Aquarius season. So there's going to be, let's see. We've got a few days, maybe a week left until the beginning. Sorry, Charlie. Until the beginning of Scorpio time. And so some of you, it may not blow up on them until Scorpio time. Some of you may hear from this person, a lighthearted Page of Cups. Come here. I thought you were under the table. I thought I just touched you with my toe. Come on. Okay. So expect movement on this today. I feel like the one of you who is not dealing with a Tower moment is going, whoever that is, whatever that, however you're identifying yourself. I feel like you're going to get some kind of lighthearted message and be like, this Tower and all this stuff, maybe that reading wasn't for me, or whatever. I think this person is going to really cover up their feelings. I think they're not going to share this with you right now, until they need to, until the tower blows up or until they need help or need information. And when they need help or need information, they're going to tell you. That's the message in a bottle. Okay. So just wait for it. It's sort of a little bit like, and if you're like looking at this as your own integration, then there's something big going on in your life that is going to change your life direction radically. And I feel like there's a rebirth, something that's freeing you, some kind of ending of a situation that wasn't good for you, blew up. Good, it blew up. Okay. So whether it's your work or it's a friendship or something like that, if this is about you integrating the masculine and feminine, there's nothing really to do. What you're doing is paying attention to your own healing, working on your own kind of baggage, or, doing some kind of clearing work or whatever. And I feel like if you do that, tower isn't going to be like, woo, it's going to be like, aha, like an aha moment. Okay. So that's the benefit of doing a lot of healing work and clearing work. This week in Heart Healing, we are going to be talking about traumatic relationships. And my first, we'll get to it, but what I first want to do is, for those of you in Heart Healing, I'm going to give you my class on plutonic versus twin flame relationships. And you'll get that class. And this week, that's your homework, is to take a look at it and work through a little bit initially for yourself while I'm traveling. And then when I come back, we're going to have a conversation about this next week. So that's for you guys in Heart Healing. If you haven't joined Heart Healing yet, it's a really amazing connection kind of group that Jen Huber and Jen does a lot of journeys every single week. She will take you through meditations. We focus on our healing, and this plutonic versus twin flame relationship, there's been a fair amount of you who've reached out to me and I've talked to over the years that have found that their twin flame relationship might have been something plutonic. And what I mean by that is driven by Pluto, which is Scorpio, which is the death card. Okay. And it's not a twin flame at all. So learning to understand the difference between a twin flame versus plutonic, that's what we're looking at. And any kind of traumatic relationships that you have been dealing with, there's a lot you can do to heal. And I almost feel like this twin flame connection is not coming back together until healing has happened for both sides, masculine and feminine. Okay. So both of those things need your efforts internally and with a twin flame partner. There's a lot going on here in terms of healing. I feel like this tower is an aha moment, because there's kind of like a looking forward, a good choice, beauty on the horizon, all of this kind of stuff. Great stuff on the horizon. It's not going to come without effort. I feel like there's effort that's needed. And so let's get into it. All right. There's links below for the classes. If you want to join Heart Healing, there's a link below in there too, and you'll get that class. There's a link to the extended part of this reading. If you want to continue on, I'll look at all zodiac signs. I'll see you over there. All right. I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.